Hey everybody, as we come up on holiday gatherings, whether it be Thanksgiving or Christmas or any other holidays that your family gets together for and celebrate, it's always a good idea, and I know I always enjoy going back and looking through old pictures that were taken at those events. So I thought I would come up with a list of tips to help you guys out when you take pictures at this year's upcoming event, so that way you can have some memorable memories to look back on in the future. So the first one I got is let people know that you'll be taking pictures. When you get there, some people get really uneasy at the sight of a camera and it makes them feel really uncomfortable. So if you just give people a heads up when they get there, when you get there, that you're going to be taking pictures and that they just need to act natural and not do anything different than they normally would. And that kind of rolls into my next tip of take candid photos. So a lot of times people think of family photos or photos at family gatherings and they always think real stuffy. Everybody has to stand up straight and back up against a wall, and these people have to be sitting and everybody has to be looking at the camera, and we have to retake it a bunch of times just to get the perfect picture. When in actuality, the perfect picture turns out to be one that is just candid and that you capture a moment in time that the person you're taking a picture of might not even realize you're capturing. Those always make the best and sometimes the most fun to look back on in the future. Next is when you're taking pictures, I know a lot of cameras, almost every camera nowadays has a built-in flash. Try to avoid using that flash. It creates a lot of harsh shadows and backdrops and just can make your pictures look kind of staged. If you try to use natural light from the windows or if you're outside, and most cameras, even cell phone cameras, are really good now of capturing low light situations. So try turning that flash off and it'll help you get a more natural and just kind of holistic look in your pictures. Next I have change up your perspective. So frequently we're used to, if the person's sitting, we're standing and we're taking a picture right down looking at them, or we have these cliche, like I mentioned, ideas and concepts of what a picture should be of everybody sitting on the couch and kids in front kneeling. Change up your perspective, do something different, so that way in the future you'll be able to look back and notice different characteristics that you might not have been able to see before when you took just standard generic looking pictures. When you're taking pictures, keep in mind that you need to be in the pictures as well. So it's very easy to get caught up. You're the photographer, you're always the one documenting. You can either use your camera's like built-in timer or even pass the camera off to somebody else for a while. But it's very important, just as important for you to capture pictures of the event that you get in some of those pictures as well. You can't always be the photographer. Feel free to step in front of the camera and have other people take your picture so that way you can be in some of those photos as well. And the last thing I've got is when you're done with your taking pictures of the event, you're not completely done. Make sure you save those pictures in multiple places so that way there's a backup copy, whether you use like a cloud service like Flickr or Dropbox or Google Drive, or even the built-in one on Ancestry.com or FamilySearch.com. Make sure you save those pictures in multiple places. Second is upload them to a service like Ancestry or Family Search, so that way there's a permanent copy in the cloud. And lastly is tag those pictures. When it's fresh in your memory, maybe it's a family gathering with some extended family that you don't always get to see, tag those pictures immediately. It's a lot easier to tag them now or a few days later than it would be 10, 15, 20 years down the road, where maybe it's not even necessarily you tagging the pictures anymore, but it's somebody else doing genealogical or ancestry research. So it makes it easier for everybody if you just tag those pictures as soon as you upload them to a service. So I hope these tips help you out and you get some great and unique family pictures this year when you're at different holiday events or just out and about. So good luck and have fun taking pictures.